SML, we are live for this Super Bowl 71. So far, there have been 70 champions, and now one more will forge his legacy forever. We have a repeat championship. We could possibly have a repeat champion. It's SML Super Bowl 71 kicking off right now. Gustavo and the Rams, the defending champion, is back in the big game again, taking on Dan, he who is seeking redemption, who is seeking revenge, as he was one play short of taking the Lombardi for himself last cycle. He's getting the ball first. I'm prime time, joined by Coach Pauly. What's going on?
What's up, man? I'm hyped. I'm ready to go. Big matchup. Two great teams. Man, the tail of the tape, these guys are very close. Dan, number 2 in points against, number 1 number 3 in passing yards against, rushing yards against 2, and then Stavo even better than that. Wow.
It should be on paper a great game, Coach Pauly. I've been around for many great games, many great players. These guys are prepared. These guys know what they're talking about. These guys know what they're doing. Dan with the ball first, though. Looking to throw a quick pass to the running back, and he's caught for a gain of 6. That's going to be the bread and butter, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and my key to this game, I watched last year's Super Bowl back, and I'm crazy enough, yes, I did.
Wow.
And Dan has to take deep shots. The deep shots were there. If he can't move the ball downfield, it's a TKO. He has to not go 6 yards and 5 yards. Gustavo's use is too superior for that.
Here we go. This is Dan's big play here. He loves this PA crosser. He'll roll out to the left, and he's got a high-low levels. He's looking, he's rolling. He's got the flat. Oh, the quarterback misses. It's like he stopped. Did you see that, Coach?
Yeah, that was a little awkward. And so far, I know with only 2 plays in, Stavo's user is a little not on point like he was so far. Let's see if this continues or it's just the first 2 plays and getting kind of the nerves out in the kinks.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here as Dan's on a quick 3rd and 4. He's got to find a way to convert this just to settle in. Sometimes when you're boxing, you got to take that body blow. We want to see Dan convert here. Big 3rd and 4 to start the game. This is dig return. What I noticed is he likes the zig route, but if you jump it too heavy, he'll throw it so quick it's like a slant. Watch this here. 3rd and 4. Dan out of the gun. Making checks the line. Put a guy in a dig route. That's not common for him out of this formation. Now a guy out of a slant. Let's see here. He's looking to throw. He's looking. Stavo covers it nicely. He's going to roll out. Throws across his body. He's got it.
Wow. That was a heart attack throw. There's not one person in chat that thought that was going to be completed. That was the first break that goes to, Messiah Dan right there. I don't even know if that was the right button, but it worked.
They said Matt called it a prime play in chat. That was a prime play. I told Dan, I DM'd him. I said, Dan, you got lucky. The Bomber got that onside kick. You got to play like me to win this game. And that was a prime play.
Yeah, without a doubt. So we'll see what Dan needs to do here.
He's getting outside now, gets the edge. Looks like he's going to get the first down, gets freaking tattooed. That's Tillman for a gain of 12.
Yeah, I mean, Dan needs to establish himself, and so far he's done. Short passes to the RB, running the rock. He needs to do more of that, and that one miracle pass that, he completed. So, we'll see. Dan so far starting much better this Super Bowl than last, I think. Let's see if it continues.
Under center, he loves the single back ace stretch plays. Running back was, look at this. Matt runs this play, tight end drag. He's got the seam up the middle. Looking, he's got the dig. He's got him, first down. That's George Pickens for the first down. Nicely done by Dan. And again, Super Bowl 71, Dan was driving the ball late against Stavo in Super Bowl 70 and came up on 4th and inches. He just threw an incompletion. So he's been salivating for this moment.
And that was a great backside read. That was the 3rd read on that play usually for Dan. He goes drag, come back, and then that's the backside, and he hit it. That's great time. No pressure.
Here we go. Single back. He's going to hand it off. He's going to get good blocking now up the middle. He's got 2 guys to beat. Gets again tattooed. I see a hype train in chat. KP subscribed to our Twitch for 8 months. This is where Dan goes stretch here. Single back ace stretch. He usually goes to the left side on the stretch. We'll see. He might wait a play or 2, but let's watch, Coach. This is where he usually does it.
Yeah, and I think it's here. It's coming here, I think. Watch to the left there. That's a play he ran against Bomber. Everybody knew it was coming. Or he ran against whoever he played. ZBD, I think it was. So
here we go. Single back ace stretch. He's going to the left. Just as you predicted, he's going to score. Touchdown Steelers. What a start for Pittsburgh. The terrible towels are waving.
That play, everybody and their mother knows it's coming. And Stavo doesn't seem like the same. I'm going to call it right now. That is not the same Stavo right there. I don't know what's going on
Yeah.
so far.
And, you know, I predicted that play. I'm a genius. We all know it. If I would have won this game, if the onside kick didn't happen, but enough about me. Enough about me. Stavo looked ill-prepared for that play. And by the way, what is going on in chat? We have a hype train going on. Trick or Treat is gifting 7 Tier 1 subs to Jason, Meats, MMX, Hertz, Grim, T-Steel, and Doug. We got a hype train. It's lit in chat. Thank you so much to everybody who's helping out.
Damn. Prime, no pressure of that drive by the Rams front four. That's problems early.
That is. Stavo's going to hand it off up the middle now. Good little run here. Great little run for the first down. That'll help settle the nerves for young Stavo.
Yeah, without a doubt. And, you know, he is great against the run, this Pittsburgh defense. Number 2 in the league. You know, the only one that's better is Stavo. So let's see how this game plays. These guys are great defensive players. So let's see. For him to score on that first drive and get 7, kind of put Stavo behind the 8 ball. Let's see if he can kind of rally here.
Yeah, this will be interesting here as Waddle's out of the gun here. First throw of the day. He's looking, it all looks covered to me. He's got a guy deep. Yep. And he's got him for the first down. Nicely done. That's Puka Nacua. And look at this, the Get Good betting line of the day. Will Puka get a touchdown? Right now, he's the over-under is 1 touchdown catch. Most people are betting the under. They're saying he's not going to get the touchdown, but Get Good betting line is $1,000 if you bet $1 and he gets a touchdown. $1,000.
That's money's money, man. Take it to the bank. Let's go.
It's crazy. That's crazy. Here we go. Hands. Oh, nice little cutback. Dan's user, though. So good, so calm and collected.
Stavo really, he's doing great. That last pass was great patience in the pocket. 95% of this league would have threw a pick or just got sacked. He sat there and just threw a dime. And that just, he needs to establish himself. Right now is the time, Stavo.
Yeah, tight flex. This is, Stavo likes mixing up his formations. He's typically a runner out of the shotgunner is what I would say, as he's looking to throw. Quick pass. Oh, just missed. We've seen 2 quarterback misses now.
Yeah, so far. So Madden's kind of evening out here. You know, you miss one, they miss one. So they're even. So no complaints after that. That was a cover 3 shell. A little bit of match there, a little bit of KP action there with the match. It's either going to be a match or a sky out of Dan.
Watch the motion. Watch the motion here. The tight end seam and a halfback angle. 22 will go out, I think, on an angle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think Dan's ready. Dan's definitely ready. Nope,
he's got the running back. He's got him, and he's going to be first down. Nicely done there for young Stavo. Look, Stavo grew up. Yeah, it's interesting. Not a lot of people know this. He was dropped off as a young kid in the wilderness. He grew up, was picked up by a pack of coyotes and raised by them. And he kind of fended for himself until he found his way out at the age of 9.
Yeah, that's a true story. It's going to be on Netflix next week. I think they documentary.
Stretch. Watch the halfback stretch on the tight end side here. Watch stretch left, Paulie. Take that to the bank. $1,000.
Let's see it. Let's see the GOAT. Call the play here.
There it is. Stretch tight end side. Yeah, I'm a genius.
And Dan knew that one. Dan was all over it with the user there. We have an early injury in the game.
Yeah, who was that? I missed that. I was too busy looking at how amazing I am at predicting things.
It doesn't really matter because they're coming back anyway, so it's just a playoff. He's pretty, he just wanted to play, to drink some Gatorade and try it out a little bit. He'll be back.
What's that shot they give players back in the day that they shouldn't be giving them, but they did?
Total, yeah. Total.
Do you think 0-1 trap, coach, or what do you think?
It looks like here, but depends what he sees with the stack look to the left.
Oh, it's a little bubble. Could have fooled me. First down.
Yep, that's a play I used to run last Madden there, but I got picked too many times this Madden because if that flat is sitting there, it's a pick 6.
Pistol full house now. Stavo, typically out of the full house, he'll run a halfback dive up the middle. You're close by the goal line. Yep. You don't want to be too risky. Let's see what he does here.
Usually jam it up the A gap here with lead blockers. That's what I saw last time, unless he throws a wrinkle.
There it is up the middle. Right on cue. Get down at the 5.
I mean, those are great formations, but a little bit too predictable, man. I don't know. Like, if you lined up heavy, you have to add a wrinkle off that, you know?
He's nervous. You got to remember that.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's nervous. The tight Y off formation, I know he likes the 0-1 trap out of that formation, coach. I know he does. He also likes a high-low on the tight end side, but I would play the inside run here if I'm Dan. There it is. It's the 0-1 trap up the middle, and he's going to fight and get in the end zone. Touchdown.
Hey, that's what we expect out of this game. Two greats going at it. One guy lands an uppercut. The other one lands an uppercut. Right now, we are just about to be tied.
Yeah.
We are.
If I'm Dan there, what I'm doing is, hey, I'm not in this game. I got screwed on an onside kick. But enough about me. If I'm Dan, I'm jamming that inside out. And if Stavo wants to make a kind of low percentage outside the numbers pass inside the 5-yard line, be my guest. Be my guest.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. You can't give him that there, especially out of that formation. You know kind of what's coming. Now, for Stavo, can he be the old Stavo with his user? His user is what won him the Super Bowl in the playoffs last season. Let's see if he can establish something here on defense, or Dan can do something here.
Yeah, watch out. Dan's going to look to the corner here. Stavo used it, but he didn't get down. Nicely done by Dan. This is a big play that Dan runs when he wants a big chunk. It's a rollout to the left on a PA out of the pistol. He typically goes to the corner. Watch Stavo switch stick down to cover that, but there was a cross underneath that. Very good play by both players, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, Bomber called it when I was on call with him. He likes to roll out left. That's something Stavo needs to know, the tendencies of Dan. I would flood that side with all my guys because he's not throwing back across his body. So he's going pretty much to the left. So.
Yeah, I agree. Dan now out of the gun here. Bentley out of the gun right next to him in the backfield. This is a freaking Super Bowl, Coach Pauly. This has lived up to all the hype so far. Bentley is out of the gun. Making checks here. Play clock dwindling down. He's like Peyton Manning with 4 seconds left as he's looking. Stavo all over that. Oh, Dan has to throw it away. And what's the flag? They're going to guess it's grounding. Ooh, this is the first big mistake we've seen in the day from either player.
And one thing Dan cannot do against this defense is get behind the sticks. His offense is 1950 Bo Schembechler type stuff.
Yeah.
It's not made to go deep. So let's see right now how he's going to counter the 2nd and 22 we are about to see.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting you say that. Emory Ballard invented the wishbone offense in the 1970s. Dan He was a co-founder of the wishbone offense. So that's just something to think about here is look at this play here. I haven't seen Dan run this one before. I'm curious if he's going to look at that skinny post. He's high-low on the right side. He's looking. The post is covered. He's got, broke the tackle. I think he had the out route. I think Dan missed a read there, Coach. Let's take a walk.
He did, but throwing it deep for Dan is tough. I'm not
Watch
going to lie,
X.
unless it's wide open.
He had him. He got a little happy feet there.
He's lucky. He got a natural screen right there from the guy up top, the receiver up top, put a screen on, you know?
My wife
the defender.
My wife is supposed to make me Chick-fil-A lemonade. She hasn't yet. I need to get that drink bad. Prime percentages are low that Dan converts this, Pauly. They're only at 26% right now that he converts this 3rd and 10.
Depends how much time he has. I mean, the one time he got in, Dan was screwed. So let's see. So far, it's only been one time where the defensive line has taken over. So let's see if that can continue.
Oh, Dan likes this. Watch circle here. Watch circle on this delay drag. He's going to throw it to him late.
Yeah,
there.
Right
See,
there.
he wanted it. You see the little icon pop up?
Yeah. And Dan will not throw deep. This is going to end up killing him. He
Yep.
had it early when Stavo peeled off, and he still didn't want it. Those inverted zig routes are not going to work. Stavo knows.
Yeah, that's a tell that Dan has. I noticed that play.
Yeah.
He added that play. Well, first of all, we watched it last Super Bowl. He would not push the ball down the field. Stavo started playing underneath. His receivers run by, and Dan went and throw it. It was like watching Peyton Manning in 2015 when he had his neck surgery.
And my question to you, why do you run a play that you need 10 yards? It's like a 5-yard play.
Well, here's the thing. What a lot of people's users do, I want you guys to watch this. Watch circle. That user, they trail off of him right there about midfield. Dan's used to that, but the problem is it was covered all the way, and he still tried throwing him that ball. Dan never took his eyes off that guy at all.
Yeah, that's old eyes right there. You know, old eyes. You gotta get off. I can't do it, but you know, to win a game like this against a player like that, you're gonna need a lot more than that.
Dan again lost the Super Bowl by a few points. He had his opportunity. Let's see if he can get a stop here. Dan's known for his defense. Last drive, they were non-existent.
Man, that hole was small, but he found it. He got through.
He slithered in. Pistol ace slot. Now, I don't know what the play is going to be, but this is an interesting, I think, just in Madden, what I noticed. when people come out in a formation like pistol A slot and they call a run,
Yeah.
very rarely do they run again. Watch for a pass here.
Yeah. I see a lot of double streak by the tight end out
See,
of
he
this
ran it. That
formation
was
too, when he
smart.
passes.
That was really smart. He's going to bust it. That's a great call because if I'm thinking if I'm Dan and if I'm in Dan's head, he's probably thinking the same thing. That was very smart by Stavo.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good, and that was wide open. And he's establishing the run versus a hard team to run against, man.
Yeah, he's being really witty right now. You don't when you think Stavo, you don't think high IQ. You think kind of dumb, but he's smart right now.
Yeah, without a doubt. And now he comes out in the bunch. Let's see how
Watch the
Dan's
end
gonna,
around.
Let's see it.
He has a play. He cooked me with this last cycle where I think it's number 12 from the right-hand side comes all the way around.
Yep.
It's kind of a Stavo pattern.
Yeah.
Nope, he's throwing.
Nope.
He's looking.
Oh, he has it.
Did he have that little wheel route?
It was risky, but one thing I've noticed so far, Dan tends to cover space with his user, not a man. That's the second time he's done that. Just cover space. Doesn't put a hat on a hat. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Gun box. Stavo really showing his stuff here. Spicy, who's Spicy Kidnap 407? He says I'm high IQ. I appreciate that. We'll see. Hey, you know what? If there's a guy in motion here in a drag route, call me a genius. If there's not, then it's a run. Oh, it's a play. He's got the drag route all day. Oh, dude.
Ooh, what a play there by the DN coming in or outside linebacker. Great play. It definitely saved the first down there.
Drag. Weird looking drag there. If I was Dan, and he was at the TJ Watt SWAT.
Yeah.
That was my flag.
Big play here.
Interesting play here. 3rd and 5. Big moment. Back to throw as he's looking. He's throwing long. He's got his guy. One of the patience. Down to the 1.
Wow. What a read. What patience. That's your play, actually.
That was a prime play. Bro. Yeah, I run that play. Matt runs that play. Some of the best, smartest, good-looking men in the league run that play, except for Stavo.
The patience he had just to sit there with no pressure, man. I don't know how do these guys block so well? I don't get it. I get freaking tattooed after 2 seconds. Jesus.
Yeah, those guys are on trend is what they call that. Handoff up the middle. Dan's user all over. Say what you want, but Dan will buckle up the chin strap and he'll play ball inside the 5.
Yeah, and you see him adjusting his zone drops here to kind of stop
smart.
anything short.
It's interesting. You know what? It's interesting. In the SML, back in the day, 5-6 years ago, we used to have the guys take the Wonderlic test. Dan is the only member in the SML to have been got a perfect score on the Wonderlic test.
Wow, that's pretty. Oh God. You know me, Prime. You know my pet peeve.
Yep.
I don't like anything like that around the goal line. You have pretty much 3 chances to get 2 yards, and he's trying to pass the ball and get cute. Come on, Stavo, wake up.
Yeah, tray open. You know, this is an interesting formation. A lot of options out of here. You can. I wouldn't be surprised if Stavo goes conservative inside zone or the quick little tight end curl. Let's see here. A lot of stuff you can do out of this formation, nonetheless.
If he puts the ball in the air, I'm going to be disappointed, Prime. I'll say that.
Here we go. Looking to throw. He's looking. Just throw it away, kid. Oh, he missed him. You got to kick it.
I don't really like those two play calls in a row. I'm sorry. There's a play
the whole
everybody runs
sequence
right there.
bad.
I saw that a lot. But I didn't like it. You're at the 2-yard line, Stavo, and he's putting the ball in the air. Put the ball down and run it in. What's the point? I don't get it. I just don't.
Well, you know, that's the beauty of Dan. You know, we talk about Dan's weaknesses, Paulie. You know, we say he can't throw the ball downfield. That's probably accurate. But one thing that Dan always is hanging his head on is good goal line defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good until you get punched in the mouth. I mean, that time he didn't even attempt to punch him in the mouth.
Yeah.
You know, he got a little too cute trying to put the ball in the air. And, you know, only 3 things happen when you put the ball in the air, and 2 of them are bad there, Prime.
Wow, that's good. That's good stuff. You know, this is shaping up to be a good Act 2 of the Super Bowl. Again, these guys played last season. If you're just tuning in, Dan had the ball late, got stopped on 4th down, and Stavo was victorious. Stay tuned to see what will happen this time.
Yeah. And what Dan needs here, he needs a long drive to take this down, not give Stavo any more offensive possession. So let's see if he can execute.
Out of the pistol is Dan. He's going to hand it off, and he's going to get a nice little run there.
Yeah, not bad. And I'm pretty sure he has conservative on, right?
I think so. This has been a fun game. so far.
Very cerebral game, I will say.
Cerebral. Both of these guys, balanced players. I wouldn't say either of them are very great offensive players. Very efficient, and they like their spots, but
Ooh, look at those gaps.
yeah, he's going to hand it off. Oh, Stavo's user! What a user, because if he got picked up, I want to because very rarely do you see a great run user. Look at this user.
Yep.
Check this out. Look at him jump this. The receiver tries getting a block on him, and he blows by, and then the perfect timed hit stick. That's elite ball.
Yeah, and that's the thing that sets him apart is the user. I would rate him an 8 out of 10, and I would rate Dan like a 5 out of 10 user. So that's a big difference. Here's another play. Staple.
Hand off, and he's going to get the first down. Big play by Dan. He needed to have that, and he got it.
Did he not have the tight end wide open? Or was it just me?
I think the user was on it, and I think he's seen the user trail out.
Okay.
Well, maybe I missed it because Matt's saying that he had the tight end too. Let me go back and watch.
I saw it wide open. I thought he was going to throw it.
I might have missed it. For whatever reason, I seen Stavo backtrack off on the tight end, but maybe me and Dan were looking at the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah, Stavo wasn't ready for that play, and that's another shame of Stavo not knowing that's coming out of that formation. That's another Dan staple.
Yeah, I taught Dan that play. Here we go. Bentley out of the gun. See, look at all these deep routes he's got. Maybe he's looking for a shot. He's got the running back. Oh, Paulie.
God, that was bad.
Did you see the running back?
That was bad. Yes, he was wide open.
Look
but
at
why
this.
put the deep routes out there if you're not going to take a shot? He's not going to believe those deep routes until you try to test them.
Well, sometimes you look at R1 though. This is on like Dan to not take the running. He just predetermined that read.
Yeah, you see.
That's his first read. He usually doesn't get past that. That's crazy.
Those eyes, not what they used to be.
Yeah, we need to get a GoFundMe for LASIK surgery for the old man. I feel bad. Look at this. Oh, he likes this. Watch the circle route here on this little sit down.
Yeah.
He did it against me, and it was look again. He's looking. Oh, he's got a long. Oh, it's intercepted. Oh no, this is why he doesn't throw deep. Oh jeez. Oh no. He had circle, I think, coach.
That was wide open. What kind of pass did he do there? What kind of pass did he need to do, Prime? I don't know what happened there.
Well, first of all, his quarterback doesn't have a huge arm, and he's throwing against a superstar. I think if he threw that a little bit earlier, he might have had a shot. But personally, you had momentum going. Just take your check down, play your style, man.
That was open, Prime. That was wide.
It was a yellow. It was a yellow throw.
Okay.
It was a yellow throw. Oh, Stavo going long. Oh, he's got him. What a strike. Down the sidelines, Nakua. Nakua breaking free. He's going to score. Oh, wait, he laterals it.
What the hell is that?
Oh,
that little showboat in there, baby.
Oh, we got to watch this back. This is insane. Watch here. Why does he lateral this? Because I thought he was going to score for sure. Bro, he didn't even need to lateral that. Oh, and you know what, coach? You know what that screws up? The Get Good betting line. Remember, you win $1,000 if Puka scores, and he did not. Is Stavo cooking the books?
Yeah, he has an internal guy, I heard. He has an internal guy. He has a guy.
He's cooking the books for Vegas, but either way, Dan down 2 scores, and Stavo gets the ball at half.
That's a turning point in this game so far. That last minute was huge.
That was insane, coach. This is not good for Dan. He's got to settle in. If we start seeing him drift back in the pocket and going to the right, it's over.
Yep.
It's over.
Exactly. I agree with you. That's when you know the end is Dan. He is near. He can't compete the deep ball. The book is out on him, it seems.
This is Dan, though. I still believe. Right now, the prime percentages are still favorable for the old man. 43% chance of victory despite being down 2 scores.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see here.
Stavo gets ball.
Close. Who got the ball? Stavo gets ball. Exactly. You read my mind there, Goat. So he needs to get points here regardless. So let's see what Dan
Just
can
take your
bring out
time.
of the bag.
Take your time, Dan. No need to panic, buddy. Looking to throw. It's covered. Oh, my God. He almost threw a pick. I think.
He loves those routes, Prime.
Paulie, you know who was open again? Take a guess. The running back. This is the second time He's had his eyes on a slot on a cross, and Stavo's just covered it, and the running back's been butt naked.
I mean, those inverted zigs, man, it take forever to get open, and Dan's just eyeballing it all day long.
Looking, throwing long, he's got him.
Ooh.
That was a big boy throw.
That was the best pass.
That was a dart.
Best pass of the day. Best pass.
You know what? I seen that quick pass to the tight end. That wasn't Dan. I think young Hurts just took the controller from Dan. She said, "Dad, I can't watch this anymore. It's time to pass the torch." I think someone else is taking over.
It didn't look like Dan's offense right there. That looked like young Hurts getting rid of it. One step drop, bow. Get rid of it.
Hold on. Jay Guru's in chat. Hold on. Let me read this. I could never be in here. Imagine the R-rated stuff I do to El Stavo with the field. PG-13 prime. Good for I want to be bomber. Narrating murder. Hey, Jay Guru, thanks for watching. We appreciate you being a fan of the show.
Ooh, he went high-low there and almost had that pick. Good pass by Dan, but it was tight.
That was tight. That was tight. Nice timeout by Dan, though, just to kind of settle in.
Yeah, I mean, he's got it where he wants. He's got automatic 3, most likely. Now, can he get 7? That's the question here.
Yeah, I think he's got to score a touchdown here. Obviously, Stavo gets the ball at halftime.
Will he look deep? Will he look left there? Will
he
do it?
He doesn't need to. He needs to melt this clock. He's going deep, Paul. He's got him. Big hit. All right, now chew this clock. You don't want to chew it, but you want to. Yeah. Stavo's smart.
Oh boy.
This is in Minnesota, by the way.
Yeah. So Stavo with a timeout there. I mean, that was a great read, great separation there. It was thrown to the back shoulder. If that was led,
his quarterback's
it might have been a
off.
TD.
I think Dan's backing up a little far, and I think that's causing inaccurate passes from his quarterback.
Maybe.
Let's keep an eye on that. Next time we see a bad throw, let's go back and watch a replay and see how far he's dropped back.
The run.
Just run it, dude. Make him use his timeouts. You're not in a rush here.
Another inverted zig. No.
He's making a lot of checks. He's got to be careful here. He could get a false start if he's not careful. I don't like this. Here we go. Back to throw. He's going to run up the middle. That's a big tendency.
God.
That's a big tendency.
Oh, God. What are you doing, Dan?
I've gone on record as saying this. It's one read from the goal line and run with the quarterback when it comes to Dan. Watch this quick. 1, 2, run. He did have a guy shed off the edge, but Dan does not read the defense well inside the 10-yard line.
Well, he's going to need something special here. I mean, he's going to need some luck or something special here to score. So let's see. I'm guessing a run here, maybe out wide. He loves the out wide runs. Let's see if he just pounds it. Looks like he's going to pound the A-gap.
Here we go. Big play. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and he's going to fight. Oh, he's short by a yard. Stavo doesn't use the timeout. He finally does. 1 second. Big play now. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Ooh.
It's huge.
What do you do here? Goal line?
No, I'd probably go pistol and then have an option of a run or a pass. Here we go.
What is that? I don't like the defense. Look at that gap.
He's going to hand it off, and Stavo dives, but he doesn't get there. Touchdown, Steelers.
Big boy drive right there, Prime.
Big boy drive. That's why I didn't quite count him out on the prime percentages.
Wow.
Here we go.
All right,
Look at the Stavo dive. I don't think he needed to dive. We'll watch this replay. I think if he just ran in and timed that up a little bit better, he probably tackles him for a loss.
Yeah. No, that just kind of changes the game now. If I'm Stavo, don't get stupid. Don't get cute. You know what I mean? Maybe take a shot, see what happens, but don't give him an opportunity to get back in this game and tie it up before you go in the half.
That's such a confidence builder for Dan. Such a confidence builder.
Yeah, without a doubt. He's put together some good drives. So other than the missed pick, wide open guy.
He's played solid. He's played good enough to be in this ball game. And for a guy like Dan, if you let him hang around and you don't kill him, it's tough.
Yeah, no. And Stavo so far has played great, but he also held on to the ball a little bit way there. So let's see.
48 seconds. You get the ball at half. But just be smart here, Stavo. Here we go. Back to throw. Looking. Oh! Picked off!
Uh-oh.
It's picked off!
There it is!
Oh, it's running down the sideline! Then we got a complete momentum shift. A complete
What did I just
momentum
say,
flip.
Prime?
This is huge. This is a ginormous, just like, you could already guess it, Tiny's head. It's huge. Tiny's head is so big, and that's the huge play moment of the day with that interception.
Young guy being young right there. Being too greedy. I knew it was going to happen, and it did.
Here we go. Dan now looking to throw. All the momentum in the world. Throws it away.
Man, I mean, if I'm Dan, that could be a good time to take a shot there deep and kind of just stretch things out a little bit. You're not stretching out the field; it's going to condense. The defense is just going to condense on you. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. He's going to hand it off. He's got a big hole. Look at this. Man, Dan could go into this half with either a lead or a tie game. Can you believe that? The prime percentages now are favoring Dan. 55% chance of victory for Dan.
Yeah, I mean, this game is kind of lived up to expectation, man. This is a great game.
Yeah, this has been fun. Paulie, I just want to shout out everybody in chat. Straw, Spooky, Jay Goo, Matt, all the guys. He has triangle. He's throwing it to him. He's got him. First down. Oh, he fumbled it. Oh, out of bounds. Oh, God.
Boy. And one timeout right now. He's going. He's going to go for 7 here, man.
Bro, he almost... That was crazy.
Yeah, lucky.
Man, what a flip. Stavo, I think, is a little shell-shocked right now.
Yeah, and Dan's showing it, man. Dan's showing, he's showing that he's here, and he's not backing down, man. This is crazy, and he's going to go for the 7 right here.
Stretch.
He's going to go for the kill shot.
Man, we have completely seen a flip.
Flip, yep, there it is.
Here we go, hand off. He's got to get the edge again. Touchdown! Oh, my goodness. What?
The stretch master is here. The stretch master
resurgent. Last 2 drives by Dan. 63% chance of victory for the Steelers. 63%.
That's a change right there in the last minute right there. That is a change of momentum like I've never seen. There's only been one change of momentum in this playoffs that's been greater than that, and I'm not going to mention it.
Yeah, I got screwed on an onside kick. If that didn't happen, I'd be winning this game right now. But that's okay. There's enough about me, right?
Yeah. Take a back seat. You'll be back. You'll be back.
It hurts, man. It just hurts. Well, now what do you do if you're Stavo? Because you completely screwed the pooch on that.
Yeah, just don't do it again. Just don't do it again. I mean, you're getting greedy here versus a guy who's, plays great defense. So, I don't know.
Here we go. He's going to throw. 21 seconds left. What is he doing? He got the running back. Try to get out of bounds. All right, I like that. At this point, keep throwing it.
Yeah, I mean, try to go for the
field goal or something.
If you're Dan here, do you shade outside? Because one pass through the middle, that's game, right? I mean, that's half.
Yeah, I shade outside if I'm Dan. I might be a little hyper-aggressive with my user on something underneath to try to get a pick.
Okay.
Look at this, Dan D.
It looks like 2-man. This is 2-man.
He's going to rush 3. He's going to have time to throw. Stavo.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan's user screwed up his camera. Stavo's going to run it. He's got a big run coming. Waddle has no speed.
Wow.
Dan rushed 3.
Yeah, he's one pass away, man. One pass away.
Yeah.
In field goal range.
This has been a good game, Paulie.
Very well played game, Not too many mistakes other than the pick.
This is crazy. So the halftime show, the SML halftime show will be performed by Kid Rock. A free Tesla will be given away as well.
Well, I thought, man, can we at least get Shakira too? What the hell?
Hey, listen, we're just it's going to be a very patriotic halftime show is all I got to say.
She can bring the Patriots, trust me.
Hulk Hogan as well. All right. Here we go. Out of the gun. Waddle, 9 seconds left. No timeouts for either team. You really see that ever. Look at the throw. He's going to run. What is he doing? Get down, dude. You idiot. Why would you do that? Like, that could have been a stupid score.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, Stavo's kind of reaching right now. I mean, he's uncomfortable. That last 2 minutes by Dan was the best Dan has played since 1979. That was great playing by Dan.
I agree. This is the best he's played since young Hurts was born.
Yeah.
That was crazy. If you guys are wondering, I think there's only been one member this season that has beat both the Steelers and the Rams. This season.
Let me guess.
Who?
Colts.
Yeah.
Yep. Kind of knew that. You kind of led on to that.
Hey, if you're Stavo, in a way, if you're Stavo and you're like, before this game, you're down by 4, but you get the ball at halftime, you're happy. If I told you this was going to happen before the game, because you think you're in control. But if you knew the other part, you would not be as happy because you had this game completely under wraps.
Yeah. I mean, he was up by, what, 10? Oh, man. That's not good. But we'll see what happens
Yeah, it's
here. I
not
mean,
good.
he needs to put together a drive. Oh, here's a Stavo formation.
Yeah, the
Dan's going to
box.
know it. Hopefully run something else out of it.
He likes
Everybody knows
that.
it's going to be motion.
Yeah, the motion, a drag route, and then typically the halfback, or there's an angle involved. But no, he's just going to the run. He looks, Paulie, he doesn't typically run this much. I think he's a little shell-shocked right now.
Dan's user going for the running back out of the backfield.
Yeah.
He kind of went that way.
Everybody
And then
knows it.
Yeah.
I form close. Now, like I said, typically out of the I form, it's runs. But
You think he'll run the, oh, here we go. Yep.
we'll see. I got a feeling I'd play PA here if I was Dan.
Yeah.
No, it's just a run. He's shell-shocked. Stavo doesn't run this much in a row typically.
Yeah, and I'm surprised he's running this well versus Dan's
Yeah,
defense,
I mean, keep
man.
doing
Dan's
it.
defense is suffocating at times.
He typically doesn't this often or this much consecutively, but you could tell that after his equilibrium is off, he got rattled and he's just trying to settle down.
Yeah, I know. We'll see here. I mean, whew, this is getting tight.
Oh, look at this. Good little run. Fighting forward, getting the first down.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that, man. I do have a problem not him running from the 2-yard line when he should have, but I don't have a problem with setting the tone.
Pistol doubles now. Stavo's a good man. Again, raised by wolves at the age of 6 years old. Play action. Here we go. Looking for a shot. Throw it away.
It's not going to work. Yeah.
Oh! How did he get that?
Was that a comeback? Oh, yeah, it was. Luckily, because I
Oh,
thought
okay.
that guy was jumping it. Whew.
Yeah, my butt clenched, dude.
Man, I don't know how some of these guys make these passes, man. It's just unbelievable. You know, the poise that they have in the
Yeah.
bucket, unbelievable, man. Like, you do it a lot. Stavo does it. It's like certain guys have that, just have it, you know?
Yeah, Stavo's a good man. You know, he grew up.
Soccer player, growing
Soccer
up.
player,
Yeah, professional. Yep.
professional. Smells like
Stack.
cologne, very strong. Here we go, a little halfback flat for the first down.
Well, good job there. That's one of Stavo's staples there, the high-low, and then the backside is a zig and an in. So that's one of Stavo's plays that he brought over from the mother country.
Yeah, it's interesting because Dan had the momentum and Stavo is like hitting him with that silencer, like the LeBron silencer kind of thing. This is a very good composed drive in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He had to have this too. He has to have a drive here.
Now, the important part is, can you score inside the
You've
20? That's the
got
hardest to do.
Against Dan. Handoff. Dan's user's there. Good user by Dan. This is where it begins.
That was one of Dan's best user of the day right there. He read the gap and kind of, went right for it. Didn't hesitate.
Remember the Get Gud betting line. We had said Puka Nakua over under a half a touchdown. He does not have a touchdown today. Will he find his way into the end zone? Looking to throw. Throwing. He's got a guy. First down.
Nice.
Graham asking a prime percentage. Right now, it's 62% chance of victory for Dan. 62%.
And yeah, Dan's looking good so far. And this is where his bread and butter is. Stopped Stavo last time. Let's see if he can do it again. If Stavo, doesn't get greedy, he can run it here and try to, pound it in the easy way. But let's see if he can get it full house again.
Remember, he did the dive. Last time he did this, it was a dive.
Yeah.
Do you think he changes it up here?
This
Here it is. It's a
dictates
dive.
that everybody's talking. Oh, why'd he cut? He had it.
He had it, didn't he? He hit the
he
hole.
had it straight up the middle. Yep.
Look at this, guys.
Got to hit the hole.
There was a Trent Richardson run. Yeah. Spreadwise slot.
Watch the screen here. Let's see if he'll screen it. Or I haven't seen him many screens. I don't know how Dan covers screens
either. That was just. I'm curious. Does he go to the flat to the running back on the opposite side? Does he run it again up the middle? Oh, screen. Here it is, Paulie. It's covered. Oh!
Dan, unbelievable user play by Dan. He almost had it. He read that book yesterday.
Split close, bro. My butt clenched.
saw it the whole way, Prime. I called it. That
Yeah.
was obvious. Too obvious there, Stavo, man.
Dan was ready for it. Dan is tasting that Simbardi trophy after falling down in this game. Waddle out of the gun, looking to throw. Looking. Dan's using on a lineman there. Stavo's got a guy. He's going to catch it, but he's going to be short.
You go here. You go here. Right,
Yeah.
Prime?
Yeah, you got to go here. Got to go here.
Gotta go here. Make the guy go 99 yards. Another pet peeve. You better go. You already ruined it last time, so let's see.
This is the Super Bowl.
1 yard.
Let me set the stage. He's going 5 wide trio. 5 wide from the 1 yard line. Stavo from the 1.
My God.
Super Bowl 71. This is what heroes dream
wide.
of. Well, I don't know why you would do this.
5 wide. Really? 5 wide?
Here we go. Watch the quarterback run up the middle. Quarterback power or something. Here we go. Waddle out of the gun. Back to throw. Looking. Throwing. He dropped it. It's incomplete.
This is bad. Prime, this is bad. 1 yard line, and he's passing 5 wide. Are you kidding me? What coach in the history of coaches would ever call that?
Wow.
Unless you had Tim Tebow. What are you doing? What is he doing? Oh, God. Not great play calling inside the 5 by Stavo today. I don't know what's in his head. Maybe his head's too big, and maybe he thinks he can do anything, but that's not good at all.
I don't have much to say right now. This is interesting. Dan throws, quick post, drop, dislodged. That was a big hit because Dan's still at the 1 now.
Yeah, big hit there. I mean, if I'm Dan here, I try to get out of this, but passing is not the greatest idea here. I would try to get a run here and see if we can sneak some yards out.
If you're Dan,
I'm still shocked.
Yeah, that was a big decision by Stavo. And
5 wide on the 1 yard line. What the hell in the history of football?
That was that was weird.
Yeah, that was bad.
Here we go. Out of the gun. Dan's looking to throw quick to the tight end. Got him. Big hit there. Gain of about 6. So you have breathing room for the punter. This is why it's okay to go for it because he's got to go quite a ways here.
Yeah, definitely that. But I just can't get over the calls inside the 2. It just.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
I don't know.
The mental mistakes by Stavo this game has been plentiful.
Yeah. I mean, it just I don't know. Just I don't think he played Pop Warner. I don't know. I'm convinced.
It's been like at before half, and we've seen it again and again and again. I'm curious here. They might be going for a big shot here.
He's gonna go for the inverted triangle. Let's see.
A lot of drags.
He's running Stavo's play on him.
Oh, fumble! Oh no!
Oh God!
Oh, safety! Oh, whoa! Big turn of events.
What is going on with these guys right now? Like, he's running a complicated play that takes time to develop.
Be careful here.
He's backed up to his own end zone.
Oh no! This is exactly what I knew was going to happen. Watch, it's not going to make it to the 20-yard line. Now he's going to get the ball to 40.
Prime, explain the events that just occurred here.
Listen, there's a reason why neither of these guys could beat primetime 0-0-0. If that onside kick doesn't happen, I've got 24 titles right now. But this isn't about me.
Yeah, you're licking your chops here. This is not a great couple minutes there by either guy here. Like, amateur hour, it feels like, to a certain extent. Let's see if it can
Look
go
at the
back.
press coverage on the right-hand side. It's a cloud flat. This is cover 3 cloud. Here we go. Stavo. Blitz coming.
Wide open.
It was a screen. Okay.
Wow.
Man, it just feels like a roller coaster.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm speechless at his Stavo's play calling inside the 2. It's just bad. And then there, Dan, not a great play there. Not a great play selection. Takes too long to get open. Didn't like it, and it got penalized for it.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a game of just a roller coaster of emotions, I should say. I'm just watching this unfold, and somebody's going to go home. Whoever loses this game, Paulie, is going to go home because they're going to feel like they had some opportunities they missed. You know?
Yeah, it's going to hurt, Prime. This one's going to hurt. So many failed opportunities to go up by 2 scores.
Yeah, for both players.
Was up by 2 scores, and he blew it. Just like no guy really wants to hammer the nail in the coffin.
It's hard to win. Like. It's hard to win in the Simbardi with the pressure's on. You got to know that. It's hard to win.
You would know that.
Yeah, it's tough. But 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Super Bowl 71 in the balance. He's going to hand it off. We've seen a lot. Remember the start of this game, Stavo was just kind of airing it out. He's really gone more to a run-focused approach here. He's tightened up.
Yeah, without a doubt. And another thing I noticed, he's cutting when he shouldn't be cutting. You just run the hole a lot of times.
Yeah, he's
He would have been
nervous.
better off, like in the goal line when he had a wide open, out of the full house. So I don't know what's going on right now. The nerves are definitely setting in, and I just, we'll see here. Let the best man win.
I think that into that second quarter where he had those mistakes, I think psychologically it did him in, and he hasn't quite recovered from that yet. A touchdown will be so big for his confidence. I mean, getting the lead would be huge, but.
And hopefully he's ready for this because this is a staple of Dan's two-man here. Let's see if Stavo can break it here.
Watch, this is the angle we've been talking about all day. He's looking. He throws a guy across. Nicely done. First down. This is Stavo getting back to his breadbasket here.
And that's a risk there. That's a risk because if you're going to go two-man, that drags are going to kill that or any type of in-breaking route with some speed. So there, Stavo took advantage.
Do you think he goes back to the run, Coach? He's been doing a lot on first downs.
Yeah.
That big completion might have given him the confidence back to just throw the ball again. Nope, back to the run.
Yeah.
And
again, he didn't even follow the blocker there. He went backside, and it was a tackle trap. I don't know. We'll see.
Trips halfback week? What do you think it is?
Well, whatever it is, Dan's going to know because Dan's the one that brought this formation to the SML.
Yeah, you got the angle screen, obviously. That's the popular play that everybody runs out of this. Also, he's not afraid to do the inside zone and cut it back hard against the hash on this formation.
Yeah.
It's the angle screen. No, it's not. Oh! I thought it was picked.
Jesus, this is ugly. This is not the Stavo that we all know. He's rattled.
He's rattled, bro.
He's rattled right now.
Yeah. He's rattled hard. He's got to make sure he stays in field goal range here. He's right at the edge of it.
Yeah, he's got to do that, and he's got to not make another stupid turnover here. You know what you're going to get from Dan. Like, you got to...
Empty.
Whew, man, empty again. Do you run a lot of... Well, I don't know. I just don't like empty. I just don't like
I know exactly what this is.
There.
Watch the drag from the left side, Coach.
He's manning it up.
Dan is crazy because this is a man blitz. This is no help over the top here. Dan's trying to knock him out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. Oh, he missed him. He had to throw that a little early because the blitz was coming. Yeah. The long kick here. Dan can go for the block.
Does the internet play this?
Dan can block this. Oh, God. Snap ball down. Kick up on the way. End over end. He got it.
Wow. Unbelievable how the internet is perfect during that kick.
Crisp. That was like NASA speed. Actually, SpaceX speed.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now what, Prime? Now what?
Dan's got a chance to do what Dan does, a 5-minute offense to win the game.
Yeah, he can walk it off right here. Just don't make a mistake, Dan. Just do what you do and do it great right now. This is what we need. The old Dan right now. The guy with hair, the guy with the fro. Chance. We need him now. We need him now.
Do we sound the alarm, Coach?
Woo.
It's a legacy drive. It's a legacy drive. Dan's going to hand it off. Look at this hole. He's got a big one. Break it free down the sideline.
Man, he sees something. Those stretches are big for Dan. He's a stretch man this game. He's finding a weakness and exploiting it, and Stavo does not have an answer.
Driving downfield is Dan. Now, that big run, what that probably does is it gives Stavo the ball. Like, Stavo's probably going to have another possession now.
Yeah.
There's a chance if you melt this.
No, you wouldn't call it again.
Is he gonna? No, I was going to say, there's no way he calls another stretch. Here we go. Handoff. Nice little cut back there. Is this a hold? We're blocked to the back. Oh, big hold. Now Dan's going to have to throw it.
I mean, he can. He probably will, but he's got to, he can still do some damage on the ground. He's been getting 4 to 5 yards. So let's see if it continues.
And Hurts money. Him and Soda have been charting legacy drives this season, and Dan is 5 for 10 in legacy drives this season, I should say. Here we go. Little jet sweep here. Trying to pick up a block, and he can't. I don't like that one. And the prime percentages are up. And if Dan cannot convert this first down, Let me say it like this. He only has a 16% chance of converting the first down. Only a 16% chance.
Let's see here. This is a big one. This is a formation again. The
Oh,
formation
look.
he loves. So let's see. Oh my God.
Halfback angle play.
God's sakes. Oh, he's changing it. It's going to the pit play maybe. Yeah.
He's staying with it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, intercepted! Oh, intercepted! Running down the sideline. No one's gonna get him. Stavo might have just punched his ticket to his second Barty. If he kicks this extra point, it's only an 8-point game.
Still, that is embarrassing right there. Why would you run that play? Stavo just clicked on the D line and picked his lunch money.
Here's the thing, Paulie, and this isn't a shot at Dan, but when you're not confident of down the field passes, what do you do? What do you do? You do a jet sweep and then you do a halfback angle pass because you can't throw the ball. And I'm not trying to be mean, but that's what happens when you do gimmicks.
That was bad. That was bad. Stavo baited him, and he went on the D-line and picked it off. I don't believe he did that. That's pretty good user right there. I never picked off a pass with a D-line, but Jesus.
Yeah, you D-lined it himself. He threw it right in between the bars and the helmet and the face mask. But it's still a one-score game.
Man.
Somehow. He got the X route. Oh, now Bentley misses. He was on the run. Oh, God.
Just don't get sacked again, Dan, because you do not do good in long situation yardage.
Come on, Dan.
Anytime it's been
what do you
long
got?
In this game, he's had trouble.
Bentley shook. Dan rattled. He's been here before. He is 0 for 4 against players like Stavo. 0 for 4 in Super Bowls against players like Stavo.
Yeah. That was unbelievable. I can't believe he ran that play.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat knew it was coming. I mean, what do you think Stavo would know? Oh, God.
Here we go. Bentley out of the gun, looking. Don't throw it to circle. Don't throw it. Illegal forward pass.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Prime, that circle was open 10 seconds.
Wasn't
it?
Yeah, Coach, I'm just not feeling good right now. I feel like Dan, he could have ran it here, Coach. He's passed it twice. He's rattled.
He's almost trying harder not to turn it over than trying to make a pass
rattled.
downfield.
He needs to settle in. Hurts money. Go tell Dad. Pick up this first here. And run the ball. Here we go.
3rd and 15 here.
3rd and 15. He did let up a 4th and 16 once. Looking to throw. Dan's going. Oh, he had him. He just threw it a little late.
Can he go for it here or no?
Yeah, he can.
No, he wouldn't. But he's not. You got to punt it.
Do you have to punt it? He can go for it.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
Is he going to bench his quarterback in this play? No. What's he going to do? He's checking his line. He's blaming his line. He hasn't been able
to hit one downfield, Prime. What makes you think he's going to go for a 4th and 15? You know what I mean?
And Woods hit some with a. This is the line I tell my wife all the time when I'm sick. The Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. That's a Spider-Man line. Woods is hitting him. Look at Dan. He's subbing in his offensive line for this last play. His right tackle and right guard are hurt.
Desperation is starting to set in for Dan He right
smart.
now. Looking like the old.
You know what this is? This is cutting the power of the Super Bowl to kind of regain your bearings. He's like, Damon, while I skim through my depth chart, you find something on YouTube real quick and let me run that real quick.
Oh, man. What is
Do you
going
punt
on
this?
right now?
I think you got to punt it.
You got to. He has to be able to make a long pass all day. And when he does, he takes forever and he gets sacked. So I don't know.
You've got to punt this, I think.
What do you think?
I went for 4th and 16, but
if he doesn't make it, the game's over. I mean, at least punting it and getting a stop, the game's. You can put the best thing Dan has is his defense. So
I think he's got to punt it here. I think. Oh, he's gonna go for it.
Oh God.
He's gonna be primed.
Oh God.
Guys, keep in mind, and everybody knows in the Discord chat, on April 16th, it's 4th and 16 day. Dan He is cycling through. It makes sense to punt this, Dan. I don't know about this. Don't do it, Dan.
Dan, I don't know. Dan, oh, God.
I think he's rattled. This is not Dan's style. You punt this and play defense.
And I don't know what's going on.
He's going for a legacy moment.
Let's see here what Stavo does.
What does he have?
Play.
At least smart routes. Here we go. He's going to throw it. Look at the throw. He's hit.
What's he doing? That's the worst. What is he doing?
Why did he throw that like that? Why did he call
Prime.
that?
You must be killing yourself right now, Prime.
Bro, I should have 24 right now. But it's not about me.
What? No, it's not about you, but it kind of we always just. What was that? Can you explain that play?
I don't have any words.
I told you we can't get
He's
sacked. What
rattled.
does he do? He gets sacked.
He's
pretty
dropping
much.
back too far, and his line isn't playing well. He's disengaging his line by backing up
Man.
20 yards, and now Stavo kicks a field goal and it's over.
Yeah, I don't like that. Jesus. The best thing about Dan, it's Stavo. Do you think Stavo puts it on conservative, or does he have it on?
I'm sure he's gonna put it on. You know, Stavo's a smart guy.
Man, this game has been wild. The second half's been wild. First half was well played. Second half was a clown show. I don't know what the.
There could be a fumble. Miracles happen, Coach. We've seen onside kicks.
Yeah.
Me and you both have.
Oh.
Blocked field goals happen.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if Stavo converts here, boy. Whew.
T Steel says to drink because I said onside kick. Hey, T Steel. I was gonna say something mean, but this is a recorded show and a kids show, so I won't say it.
Man, I don't know. This is gonna be.
Just sell out. Blitz out, buddy.
Dan's gonna be kicking himself here in this game. Oof.
And he gets the. Oh, he falls forward. I kind of feel bad for Dan there, to tell you the truth, Paulie.
I mean.
Now, he's had his opportunities though too, so it's like kind of hard to.
I mean, Stavo pretty much went numb inside the two twice, and it's crazy. He had a chance to win this. Dan did. I mean.
Yeah.
Disappointed for Dan. I really am. Jesus.
As we're watching this clock tick, it's still a one-score game. I think the biggest, obviously, with that holding call was the turning point, and then Dan, who's not a confident down the field passer, went jet sweep, and then he went halfback angle. If there's one thing he's got to change in his game, for as much as he talks about studying and prepping, it's throwing the ball down the field.
Yeah. Definitely not comfortable at that in this game.
Stavo wisely taking the clock down. Now, Dan is anti-field goal block. He's always been anti-team field goal block. Hold on. Stretch. Do you think, Paulie, that Dan, down by 8 in a Super Bowl, would go for a field goal block?
I don't know. I think he's a man of character. He's a man of the Lord.
Says,
for all the bullshit he put in chat and put you through to change that rule, no way he can counteract.
He had me change the rule.
Yeah, but you did say it's legal now, so I guess.
I said it's legal, but he also said he's still not going to block kicks. I'm just curious.
Well, he scores here, it's null and void.
Let's see. I just want to see a stop so we can watch the field. Oh, he's gonna be short. Stavo's got to kick this. Oh, or you might be able to see what Dan decides to do.
Does he kick it?
Yep, he's gonna have to go up 2 scores. Dan's not gonna go field goal block.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Hey, I gotta give credit where credit's due. Field goal block keeps it maybe a 1-score game. Not realistic at all to not go for the block here, in my humble opinion.
I agree with that. That's a point where it's definitely realistic to go for it.
It's like, sometimes when I respect Dan. He's a good man, and he's obviously a man of his word, and he does what he says he's going to do, as you can see there. But at the same time, when you draw moral lines on things, now you're in a Super Bowl where a field goal block obviously could keep you in a game. No team in a Super Bowl would not block there.
Yeah.
That's a little like, hey, this is why we don't never say never kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And that, it came back to haunt him there. I mean, if he blocks that, it's still a game. So if I'm Dan, now he's going to throw the downfield. It's a little too late. Let's see.
Here we go, motion man. 32-21, looking to throw. He's got...
Jesus.
He's going to take the check down.
That's fine. Dan with 2 timeouts. I mean, he really needs to take what defense gives him, because Stavo knows he's really not going to bomb it unless the guy's wide open. So he's going to, crossers, anything, 10 yards. 47 viewers. Not bad. Not bad for a Monday night. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good for us.
Not bad for a couple old men.
Yeah, 2 old men. One of them's past their prime by about 20 years. The other one's still in his prime. So
kind of. If he didn't get screwed, he'd be in the game right now.
You watch. Yeah.
Listen, at the end of the day, we got a good game on our hands between 2 great men.
Oof. Oh, this is one of Dan's old plays here. He's bringing back.
He's got
Oh my.
oh no.
Oh, what is he doing?
He's just panicking. Another guy's hurt.
Oh,
His
guy's
line
hurt.
is falling apart. Dan will probably comment on that. I'm guessing his line getting hurt.
Yeah, a lot of excuses. I mean, he has to man up on this one because, you know,
Guys,
he
stay
had it.
tuned for the post-game interview. We're going to get Dan and
I got some
Stavo on.
questions.
We
I
got some questions for both
for
of
these
them.
guys.
I'm going to ask Dan about the field goal block, if he had considered going for the block there, and if he regrets being so.
I'm gonna ask him some stuff.
Here's
Guy
a
wide
drag.
open. And Stavo's letting that go right now. He
That's
knows
fine.
the time's on his side. Just let everything go. You know,
Stavo's smart.
dislocated shoulder.
Onside kicks are a thing, though. We've seen it happen. Seriously, I'm not even trying to bring that up, but we've seen it happen in the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Both
we'll
of these
see. I mean, if
guys
I'm Stavo, do not let anything behind your head. Everything in front of you right now. I don't like that press to the right. Let's see what he does.
Here we go. Looking to throws. Dan just throws. Nicely done. Pickens is really fighting. Do you just take that third timeout here? And no, you're just going to keep going. Got to get an onside if you score a touchdown. Throws the running back. Nice play by Dan. Stavo making Dan use up the time. I think you take a timeout here. No, he's going to keep going. Clock flying down now. Dan. Oh, Stavo takes a timeout. Waited for Dan to use up 20 seconds there.
And I don't hate that timeout. I mean, you get your defense set. You get what you want on the field. I don't hate that timeout by Stavo.
Yeah, it's an
He needs
interesting.
to keep the ball in front of him. One more play, without a touchdown if he can.
Let's see here. Watch the run with the quarterback. Dan inside the 10 does run with his quarterback often. Bentley back to throw, looking. He's got a spy on. He's throwing to the running back. Get out of bounds, and he's inbounds. He has to take a timeout.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's not good, Paulie. 30 seconds left.
Man.
Dan.
Yeah, his inability to really stretch the field
I thought he had
really was glaring in this one. Very glaring weakness.
That second quarter, it seemed like all the momentum flipped. And then
Yeah,
Stavos got perseverance of a champion. You got to give him that.
Inverted zig. It's like, Jesus. Here it is again.
Throws, caught, touchdown. Nice play by Dan. Good read.
Good play. Good
All
read.
right, get the 2 so you can get a field goal.
Yeah. Yeah, he still needs to. I think the 2's even going to be difficult here. Let's see.
We've talked about onside kicks. And now we're going to get to see one in the Super Bowl. We've all thought about.
Runs that whip. Oh, okay. Another kind of
Well, interesting. A lot of checks here, Paulie.
inverted zig there to the left side.
Yeah, no, an out route to the left, too. Here we go. Looking to throws Daniel. He throws back the end zone. Nicely done. Now, if he gets an onside, he's got hope.
What do you do? What kind of onside?
The strong low onsides are the popular ones.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Prime, you having flashbacks?
I'm about to. Dan moving this thing.
What do you do here? All the way up? Or
Half
down?
power.
What?
Just like that.
Half? Why half?
And Stavo gets it. And he's going to win
Oh, my.
the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Woo!
The Peruvian is back
Oh,
to back.
Stavo
Back to back.
is the back-to-back champion, winning one of the best Super Bowls of the cycle so far. Really, 3 straight amazing Super Bowls. We've had a lot of good Super Bowls this cycle, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, this
A
one
lot
was
of it.
great, man. First half was crystal clean, and then the second half was just crazy. Crazy.
Guys, stay
Pressure
tuned
can do to people.
in the chat. Stay here. We're going to interview both these guys in just one memento as the Rams are the SML Super Bowl 71 champions. Stavo, back to back. We're going to let this audience take over, or the crowd take over here, as Stavo, against all odds, finds a way to have the perseverance to win the Super Bowl. Stay tuned, guys. Now we're going to go straight to the post-game interviews, Paulie. We're going to move over to the other chat. Congrats to Stavo, SML Super Bowl 71 champion. All right, Paulie, I'm moving to the other chat here.
All right, are you going to call me, or should I call it?
I'm going to call you. All right, guys. I think we have everybody here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right, we are live. We got Dan here. We got Stavo. Stavo, we're going to get to you in a second. We want to get Dan first, obviously. Dan, thank you for coming on. It's never fun. What do you think about the game, Dan, I guess, first and foremost? close game again, just not quite what you wanted.
Yeah, I honestly think it was fair game. We played pretty good, and Madden just decided in the fourth quarter to give him the breaks. I get bad lag, um, and can't get rid of the ball in my end zone. He gets a safety. Um, I read his wide receiver screen perfectly, and I don't get the interception. He throws it right to the flat to my guy. Don't get the pick, and he gets a CPU pick six. So then
Yeah.
I get a holding call on the next drive, and then I lost 3 offensive linemen in the fourth quarter. So none of that's to say anything about Stavo because he played great. He had me on my ropes all game. Kept hitting the deep shots when I was taking away the short stuff. So he adjusted. He played well. That's not a crap or anything on Stavo. He's a good player, but just feel that whole fourth quarter just didn't have it. There was not much I could do.
Yeah.
Dan, I have two
Oh,
questions.
go ahead,
Two
Paul.
questions for him too. Just to first one is this is the second Super Bowl where it's become apparent that your vertical passing game is limited, and that's part of the reason why it's hard for you. You know, in certain instances because everything shrinks and everything for you is 10 yards and in or 15 yards, not really stretching the field. Is this something you can work on in the offseason, or is it what it is?
I scored 29 points. I'm not worried about my offense.
Okay, all right.
I had the game in 2 different situations completely where I wanted it to be. I couldn't get a ball off, and I get a safety, and then I'm driving down one. Basically, I can probably run the clock out, and I get a holding call, which sets me back. So,
Yeah.
yeah, if I want to become the greatest Madden player ever, I'm sure I could have a vertical game to go with my ball control and my defense. But
Yeah.
I scored 29 points against Stavo, who has the league's best scoring defense. I'm not too worried about my defense or
That's
my
fair.
offense
Last question for me. Why the angle screen there? Why a play that everybody knew was coming pretty much? Why
because he didn't
there?
know. He didn't know it was coming.
You don't think
He
so?
didn't know.
Okay.
No, not at all. It was wide open. It was wide open. It was one of those plays I haven't run for a long time. He's thinking I'm not going to run it, and I run it perfectly. Again, I don't know if again I don't want to blame lag or anything, but it's just a delayed hit, and the ball goes right to the defensive lineman. Um, I mean, it is what it is. It's like those are just moments, so you just can't do anything about that. But he didn't have it coming because he wasn't using that side. He was
Gotcha.
using the other side of the field. I completely had it. Um, it was the perfect call at the right moment, and just whatever. It's Madden. It's the way the game goes.
I have one question for you, Dan, and thank you for going on. I know there's other guys who haven't shown up, and there's guys who've flipped out before on the show. Um, any thought on going for the block at the end of the game there to keep it within a
No,
score? I know
no,
you're no. Okay, I was just kind of curious. I was wondering
no,
if that was tugging at your moral compass there after everybody
no,
had talked about blocks. No thought at all.
no. Because Stavo didn't do anything. Stavo didn't play. I mean, he didn't do anything. It wasn't his fault. I mean, I'm not mad at Stavo. He played good. I mean, he did everything he needed to do. It was a worthy chess match. It felt like a great battle. I mean, he was up. I came back. He had a bad throw. I had a bad throw in the first half. I mean, we had a battle. So I wasn't going to block him at that point. I even felt bad about the onside kick at the end because who knows what that could have been. But
Oh God, could you imagine that?
it's just I'm just annoyed that we didn't get a chance to have a real epic battle there at the end. But he's a good player, so I got no shame in losing by 3.
It was a good game, Dan. Thanks for coming on. Obviously, you're welcome to stay or leave or whatever you wish. Stavo, are you there still? You're muted. You're unmuted now. Can you hear us? Is your internet not good enough to do a Discord call?
Yeah, his internet went out.
He's.
Stavo. Oh gosh.
Hello guys, I'm Stavo.
Oh, hello.
Guys, he left a call. I think he's coming back in now.
Hear me?
Yep,
Hello?
yep. We got you. Stavo, you are
Bravo.
the champion. What a game. Yeah, my first question for you is that second quarter, it seemed like the walls came crashing down. Dan had a ferocious second quarter. It looked like, in my head, I'm like, oh boy, Stavo doesn't have the perseverance to win. And then you kind of weathered the storm. What was going through your head at that point?
Yeah. I feel like I was pretty much in control until I got too greedy there at the end of the half. I threw a pick, bad pass by Waddle, and then Dan scored a touchdown there to take the lead. I On one, I will say Dan was doing better in his downfield passing, but I did have my zone. I accidentally messed up my zone depths. I left it low, so you had the corner routes and the deep crossers. They were wide open there at the end. But I will say, I don't know about you guys. I know my internet has been bad, but I played with no lag there. I don't know
Yeah,
what Dan's talking about.
I didn't notice anything, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Obviously, I wasn't playing. Do you?
So just to interrupt, to me there's only that one little moment where it was right after it was right when he got the sack fumble in the end zone. I couldn't get rid of the ball when I wanted to, and then the kickoff right after that, I could barely kick that one off.
Yeah, that's obviously
It happens.
the game was so like roller coastery. It was actually a very entertaining Super Bowl to watch. Stavo, I guess you've won 2 straight now. What's next for you? Do you want the dynasty? Do you want the 3-peat? Are you satisfied with 2? What's going on in your head right now?
We're gonna keep it going, man. We've been to 3 straight, won the last 2. Maybe send me someone else from the AFC though.
Oh boy. Polly, any questions?
Stavo bringing the heat. Stavo, I was honest on stream when you hear it back. I was disappointed with your 2 calls at the goal line, one from the 2 with 3 chances to get in and you pass, and then the other one from the 1 and you go 5 wide. What were you thinking there? I mean, just run the damn ball. You could have had it, what are you thinking? Getting too cute?
I got stopped a bunch of times down there trying to run it in, so I tried to go in the 5 wide. I had it there in the little curl around the corner, but my guy dropped it.
Okay.
And that's when we had the big stop there. So went for it on fourth and 1 or whatever, and then trusted the defense.
Yeah, it was a great game, Stavo. I guess I have one last question for you here. What was going through your head on the halfback angle screen? I've got to ask. Did that surprise you, the call?
It didn't surprise me. I wasn't there with my user, but if you see, I switched stick to my corner. I tried to switch stick to my middle linebacker. Every time I see HB trips weak or whatever, I don't expect it, but I'm aware of the HB angle screen. And big time player made big time play there with the pick 6.
Yeah, that guy's fat. That's for sure. He's big. That's for sure.
You can't switch stick. You can't switch stick your defensive lineman. By the way, if you switch stick
to my middle linebacker.
Yeah, who wasn't there? It was.
He was right. He was 2
middle
linebackers. I switched to the one on the left. I was on the one on the right.
The defensive lineman just caught the ball. That's all. I mean, you can't switch stick a defensive lineman.
No, I tried to switch stick to the linebackers. What I'm saying.
I understand what you're trying to say. You just weren't there.
If you guys play in a Title III, it would be. I mean, these games are great. They're fun. You guys are good rivalry.
Awesome game. Awesome
game. I love it, guys. That was Dan. Who again? Thank you for showing up. That was Stavo, who somehow has back to back. Thank God I got that 4th and 16. Is all I got to say.
Stavo.
Stavo, congrats. Send me your address. We'll get you a Simbardi shipped to you, or SML hoodie if that's what you want. Guys, thanks for watching. That's SML Network signing off.
Have a good one. Good game, Dan.